Now, the first thing we need to do is ensure that our tester is set up to the right setting with leads plugged in and set up onto continuity. We then need to null the leads or zero the leads. To do that, we hold them together like so, press the 0 setting. We then press test to confirm that it is zeroed out. It's then at this stage that we then disconnect the main earth so we can test the continuity of our main earth. We do this by clipping on to the first earth, and because this is fed from a plug, we can then do it directly onto there. We can then press test. We have a reading of 0.3 there. I'll write that down on my sheet as 0.30 ohms. Next, we reconnect that earth back in, and that is the continuity of the main earth complete. Next, we move on to bonding. This is where we find our 10mm bonding cable and disconnect it. This only requires to be disconnected at least one end. And as I hold it onto here and get the tester up into place, so the reading there of 0.04. We can then reconnect that back into the board. Next, we are going to test the lighting. In order to do that, I'm going to be using these linking out leads. Because I know I'm going to be using these leads, I can null these out at the start here. So same procedure again. Yeah, so I know them leads are now nulled out. Can then disconnect the live on that circuit. And disconnect the corresponding earth. And throw the screwdriver on the floor. I then go to my light pendant, which is the furthest point. Connect on live and earth there. Now we've got an open circuit. That's probably because the light is switched off. We'll remove that because we'll need to remove that later. We'll flick the switch. 2 point. We'll then flick another switch. Flick the final switch. Now this reading is fluctuating, but we'll just wait for it to balance itself. .36. So the R1, R2 for the lighting was 2.36. We then put the lights back together, ready for our insulation resistance test.